officially crown your NBA or WNBA champion. The grind of the postseason is no joke, so come prepared.
With so much to do and so many challenges to face in the simulated years to come,
the beaches of Santa Monica. And let's
Kevin, thanks very
always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Morris in at the 4. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Here's James. Up again. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. The shot by George, wide open. Pass to Beverley. Tries again, and there's Paul George on the assist by Beverley. George has got the first basket of the game for the Clippers. The drive by James. Howard trying to free himself up. Davis on the follow.
Well, it's no secret that Davis can be a dominant figure on the offensive glass. I mean, and he turns those rebounds into points.
Morris. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. The Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. James outside. Passes it to Green. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And LeBron James with the 3.
Oh, impossible matchup. You're trying to prevent LeBron James from getting to the rim. You structure your defense that way. And then he does this.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Green kicks to James. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's the break. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
James finds Green. Back to LeBron. Pass to Howard. Lakers passing it around. The 3. They get the rebound.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Morris passes to Beverley. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's what they want to see out of Beverley. Decisive basketball, nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Jermichael Green comes in for Morris. Landry Shamit's checked in for Leonard. And it's Williams in for Paul George. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Kuzma passes to McGee. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Shoots the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. The Clippers trail. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Green, stolen by McGee. Now here's Rondo. Pass to McGee, and Kuzma has it in the corner. McGee dishes to Rondo. Back to McGee. 5 on the clock. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by McGee.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
It's Williams with the drive over Rondo. Shots good by Williams. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Rondo against Williams. Rondo passes to McGee. Caldwell Pope outside. Poked away. Shamet with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Beyond the arc. Rebound the Lakers. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Right side Davis. Releases. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Davis has got 8 points.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Harrell finds Shamet. Outside Williams. Takes the 13-footer. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And you can see how well Williams communicates with his teammates. Can't run the pick and roll well if you're not in sync.
Here's Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Lakers on top. They lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma,
biggest area of growth would definitely be.
Now having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! And for a big man, Davis has some sweet dunks in his arsenal. Smooth finish.
Green, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Passes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, look, if you're out there with Rondo, you find some open space, and he's going to find you.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
Davis surveying the floor. Back to Rondo. Kicks it to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Up top, Leonard. From the top of the key, he buries it.
An elite scorer in today's game. Leonard is consistent at staying aggressive on the offensive end.
Jackson against LeBron. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Jackson. Left side, George. Leonard with no one around. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
James outside. The 3 ball. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3.
Oh, man, and Jackson is just incredibly fast in transition. It's just the defense's worst nightmare when he's leaking out in the open floor.
Pass to Caruso. Green against Leonard. Green with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Caruso. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's in there.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Clippers trail by 3. Left side Jackson. Over James. Morris with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The drive by James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Gotta like the edge James plays with. Phenomenal at it, taking it strong and picking up the foul.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
Williams against James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. The Lakers also with the sub. Kuzma's checked in, and that one's good. Shemet. Lakers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. James kicks to Kuzma. Lakers working the ball around now. On the wing, Green. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. Fires from the corner. That one a little long.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Beverly's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
I love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artist.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 12 points and 6. And that'll about do it.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Clippers right now, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the 5. Here's Zubats. It's George on the wing, guarded by Green. And it's off the back rim, no good.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
he is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
And there's the pass to George. Leonard looking over the floor. Down low. That shot no good. And the Lakers going the other way now.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them. Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. Lakers leading by 4. Pushing it up. Here's Caruso. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. An average number in that regard.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Clippers trail by 4. And George kicks to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Back to Rondo. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Just 5 to shoot. Caruso. The shot will not fall. George with the defensive effort. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Davis against Leonard. Morris outside. George looking around. Chalk up 2 there.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Here's Harold. Rebound the Lakers.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Morris is excellent at cashing in on the catch and shoot. I mean, he's terrific at firing off the pass.
And see where Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, G.A. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. Tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing the stars going for a championship.
Here's Rondo. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harold's got 4 rebounds now tonight for the lead. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight. Rondo against Jackson. Rondo's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Morris, no good.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Morris passes to Caruso. Lakers working the ball around now. Banked in off the glass. Caldwell-Pope's got his first points of the night.
All heart from Caldwell-Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Jackson kicks to Leonard.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's McGee in at the center, filling out the middle. Harrell, the pass to Zubac. That one falls. Zubac has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
LeBron dishes to Green. Back to James. Shooting foul as the folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
There's the triple. And again, the Lakers no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out to the right wing. Now, here's Shamet. Guarded closely. To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Basket counts, and the Lakers lead by 2.
It's near impossible trying to match up with Howard's muscle. He makes scoring look easy, even though it's tough contact.
Here's Williams. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And they double up James. Pass to Howard. Now here is McGee. Stolen by Zubac. And stolen by Kuzma. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Incredible concentration from the big man. Knock Kuzma around all you want. He's committed to scoring inside.
Beverly finds Shamet. Plays it up and banks it in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Marcus Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Paul George in for Williams. It's George on the wing.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. Offensive rebound. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 2-point game.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
James, look at that.
Love the attitude of James. When it's an important moment, he demands the rock and delivers.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And the dunk by Zubac.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. The drive by James, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
George passes to Zubac. Outside, George. Back to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
Howard, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, you got to love the poise of James, a master at executing in clutch situations.
There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. George, no good. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Back to Green. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Caldwell Pope. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Those are big. I mean, turns into a 2-possession game.
It counts.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 7 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
2K21's current gen version of My League provides endless possibilities for you to play through. So what are you waiting for? Go win that championship.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us for NCAA.
Kevin, thank you very much.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 slot. Now here's Doncic. 6 to shoot. 16 feet away. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Here is Howard. Caldwell Pope finds James. The 3. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Hits it from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got the opening basket of the games for Los Angeles. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Hardaway with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
On the wing, James. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. The offensive rebound.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
There's the pass to Howard. They kick it out to Green. Hardaway against LeBron. And he gets it to go.
You love the focus from LeBron James. He's near the rim, so he's got to use his size and his skill to full advantage.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Porzingis.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Davis, the pass to Howard. Outside, Green. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for James. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Curry's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Finney Smith. Pass to Curry. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Dallas with a change here too. White's checked in. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Kleba up top. 5 to shoot to the wing right side. Here's Brunson. Morris with the block.
Well, the tools, the instincts to do this on a more regular basis are certainly there for Markieff Morris. He gets every bit of that one.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Curry after the basket by the Lakers. A three-pointer, no good. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Rondo. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Curry, and Curry throws it down.
This guy's a really clever penetrator. You have to be aware of Seth Curry's craftiness on the drive.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 2, and we'll be back right after. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
You know, for me, it's super cool. Just
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Markieff Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Seth Curry. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. They get it back, and it's blocked. They get it back. Lakers working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. But they get it back. Out to Morris. Pass to Caruso. And Kuzma has it in the corner. For 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Well, there's the intensity of Morris. Playing angry, finishing through contact. Nice.
Kleba kicks to Hardaway. And the pass to Porzingis. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The Lakers making a switch here. James is checked in. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas.
Now, LeBron James will inflict pain at the rim when he gets free like that.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Pass to Powell. Out to Doncic. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Passes it to Caruso. LeBron outside. No good. That would have tied it. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Wright, and Wright throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack. What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And Wright, here we go. And stolen by Kuzma. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Here's LeBron, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, we know every game LeBron is going to find his way to the line just from his aggressive style.
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Curry wide open. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Davis dishes to Caldwell Pope. Davis, the pass to Green. Here is Howard. Back to James. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. The kick out to Wright. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Here's Curry. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Green left side. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And remember, Davis played point guard in high school, showing off the vision there with that.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. And, of course, the duo of Anthony Davis and LeBron James in action for the Lakers. Kenny, when's the last time there was a duo? And that's a...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Lakers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell.
Showman with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Mavericks trail by 4. Now Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Out to Doncic. The Trae. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Caldwell Pope for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. It's blocked. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Porzingis inside. Davis is there. And that one, good. Porzingis has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis understands with his length and size, those are high percentage finishes. Nicely done.
Davis against Porzingis. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Lays it up off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Doncic, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Count that one. Cauley-Stein's got his second bucket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Morris looking over the floor. Caruso kicks to Morris. Lakers working the ball around now. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And it's blocked. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Off with the layup.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Here's Caruso. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Brunson. Yes! And the foul. It's on Rajon Rondo. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kleber with the bucket.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Back to Curry. Now the pass to Kleber. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over Kuzma. That one rolling around and runs out. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's Dallas. They lead by a bucket. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Mavericks leading. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game. They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Doncic against Rondo. They get it back. Powell kicks to Doncic. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
No shortage of confidence from Luka Doncic. If he gets a clean pass, it's going up.
Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Doncic looking it over. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Davis. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Doncic outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the 2-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
Here's Green, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Dallas. Free throw good, Green.
Guys, let's remember, Danny Green was waived not just once, twice. But I love that he didn't put his head down. And ultimately, he wins his first championship with the 2014 Spurs. And what a valuable piece he remains.
James checked in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Curry. Doncic outside. 3-pointer. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
James looking it over. Looking to get back on track here. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
A shot by LeBron, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
This guy moves so well with the ball in his hands, and Doncic knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line when he puts it on the deck. Now, this guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
LeBron, good.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Here's LeBron. The shot that time, not on target. And the Mavericks going the other way now. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Hardaway passes to Doncic. And the shot goes down.
Doncic
for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
And James picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. You can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
There's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game. Scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it. Dwight Howard with the timely bucket. Go ahead, big sir.
Feeds it to Powell. No good that time. Good D by Howard. Here's LeBron. Oh, and they take the lead. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, there's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
Doncic against James. And the rejection by James. Pulls up on the wing. A second chance effort. They kick it out to Green. Passes it to LeBron. Lock at 6. Yes!
And that one sent the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
Doncic outside. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and I'm here to present your top plays of the week. October is here, and the top plays are dropping like leaves. Let's see what you've got. Tipping things off with JXZH. Late in the game, and they're looking for a win. Steal.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations, and the Clippers starting five. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in a two-guard. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now, here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Paul George.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Up top, Morris. Guarded by Doncic. Morris with the bucket. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Finney-Smith after Luka Doncic's bucket. Here's Los Angeles now. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
Now, Doncic. 17-foot shot on the way. Out to Porzingis. Stolen by Beverley. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got the ball. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Now, here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Porzingis. One-on-one here. Here's Finney-Smith. Rebound by the Clippers. Up top, Morris. Outside for George. And George with the stuff.
Boy, George has major hops. I mean, this guy just gets up big time for these throwdowns.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Dallas is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Shoots from the elbow. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dallas. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Now the dish to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. 2 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. Dallas no good that time either.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Yep, it counts.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
Now, here's Doncic. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. No good. ET that time from Leonard.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. White, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
And the thing about Williams, sometimes he doesn't look like he's moving all that fast, and then bam, there go the Jets.
1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Now here's Jackson. Poke loose. The pass to Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Mavericks trailed by 4. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Shamet. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Harrell on the follow.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Shamet. Inside, the kick out to Williams. Yes, that goes in.
Man, such a quick, easy release for Williams. Sometimes it seems like it surprises the defense.
With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Landry Shamet is out there with Green. And there's Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint. Cauley Stein dishes to right to the paint. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
That's tipped. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Right, the pass to Cauley Stein. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Williams. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Wright. The Clippers also changing it up. Morris is checked in for JaMychal Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And George is subbed in for Jackson. Porzingis kicks to Powell. Here's Curry. That one misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's George. Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness. And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Doncic against Williams. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Doncic.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
Williams with the ball. He has 6. Porzingis with the block. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. beautiful floor awareness there. Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Doncic against Williams. Pass to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
16 feet away. Here's Zubac on the wing. Morris. The kick out to Williams. Pass to George. Off target from outside. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. No good from Finney Smith. Clippers leading by 6. Curry with the steal. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Powell. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard attacking, and the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his first 2 points.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. The Clippers again turning it over.
He just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Williams. Beverly against Doncic. For the 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Finney Smith. Dallas again missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Go. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well,
and we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing from Lou Williams.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Doncic passes to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Back to Porzingis. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Passes it to Powell. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low, Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The drive by Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Paul George. Greg, is a broadcast, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Mavericks trail by 12. Curry passes to Hardaway. Back to Curry. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. Kleber kicks to Cauley-Stein. The three for Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
And the basket by Jackson.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Pass to Curry. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. That one goes in. Cauley-Stein's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Outside Jackson. Beverly looking around. Shamet on the wing. Tipped away. Doncic with the steal. And they're pushing it up. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Jackson kicks to Green. The Clippers again turning it over. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Doncic. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Williams is checked in. Here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is checked in for JaMychal Green. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Landry Shamet. And he trims the lead to single digits. Cauley-Stein's got 12 in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Wright. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Harrell. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Here's Cauley-Stein, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams at the point guard position. Los Angeles leading by 8. Inside. They swipe it. And pushing it up is Dallas. The Mavericks again in transition. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. To the inside. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Brunson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Back to George. Oh, good with the triple. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 6-point game. Cauley Stein finds Porzingis. Brunson against Leonard. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
The shot by Williams, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Count it.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
George looking over the floor. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
3-pointer right. Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 6. Porzingis with the steal. And now here comes Wright leading the break. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Wright's got his first points in this one. Stolen by Brunson. And here's Porzingis. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Finney-Smith. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And George with the stuff.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
To the middle, here's Cauley Stein.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
The kick out to Williams. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Even keeled is Williams. Calm in the eye of the storm. Hits a big one there.
Leonard brings the double team. Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
To tie it up. Here's Cauley Stein. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Morris finds Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Well, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's jacked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway comes in for Wright. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And George with the stuff.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Doncic outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Zubac kicks to Morris. It's George on the wing. Jacks up a three. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Dallas, no good that time either. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Porzingis passes to Finney Smith. Here's Doncic. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Powell. Out to Hardaway. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
ball, pushes the ball, and then dunks the ball over 2 defenders. What a way to win. And what a terrible way to lose. Next up, we have Shaq in the red. Can you count to 5? Because they certainly can. As they streak down the sideline and throw it down on
the busy freeways of Los Angeles. And with tip-off.
Kevin, thanks.
Here does DA. Thank you so much. And the Clippers starting 5. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 slot. Now here's Caldwell Pope. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
James, whoa, hammering it in.
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Here's George. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Now LeBron, stolen by Zubac. Leonard kicks to George. Howard against Leonard. From the arc. The rebound by the Lakers. James outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none. Flexing at the rack, Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Lakers passing it around. And it's Davis with the jam.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? The Lakers have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. The drive by LeBron. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
And that one is good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And Beverly kicks to George. Knocks it loose. The pass to Beverly. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You know, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Right at the free throw line, and it's George missing.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the...
Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Back to Howard. And here's James outside. Rebound by the Clippers. And now the Clippers on the break. Pass to George. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for James. The Clippers also making some changes. Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Harrell finds Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Rondo drives in. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Morris. George with no one around. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Williams passes to Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Morris comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Danny Green. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. A 3 from Leonard. Kuzma pulls it in. Morris outside. Back to Kuzma. Here's Caruso. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Tie game in Los Angeles. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Green is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Williams. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Shamet in at the 3 spot.
You know, JaMychal Green is extremely gifted down low. A solid post threat who can get the job done down there.
The Clippers in the lead. On the wing, Williams. Fires the 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The Lakers shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Caruso score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jackson against Kuzma.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Here's Caruso. Banked in off the glass. Caruso's got 4 this quarter. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Stolen by McGee. Here's Caruso. Here's Rondo. No good from outside. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Here's Shamet. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Rondo against Jackson. Rondo, no good. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The drive by James.
Somebody's got to rotate over, but who wants to step in front of LeBron?
The Clippers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Now here's Beverley. He's tightly guarded. From the high post. Beverley, the second chance points on the tip in. Beverley's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Looking like a junkyard dog on the glass, Patrick Beverley, you have to admire his intensity.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Zubac kicks to Jackson. Here's Shamet. Off target from three-point range. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. James with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Howard dishes to Morris. Shamet with the steal. Now here's Beverley. Tight defense on him. Zubac. That one goes. Count it. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Shamet, that's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
The drive by James. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in. James has got 6 in the quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverley. Zubac with it. Outside Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Caruso grabs the miss.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Harrell. Howard against Zubac. And Howard with the stuff.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's LeBron James.
Thank you, Kevin. Here we continue.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They're in good position at that. And that'll about do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at James, what a contribution.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Davis, and it's Howard in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Beating everyone to the board, using his length, his skill set, the big fella AD, getting it done.
Morris, and he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverly.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Leonard, the pass to George. Up and in on the layup.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now here is McGee. Kept alive.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Morris outside. Here's Leonard. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
James misses. Clippers leading by 3. Here's George. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And James throws it down hard.
We all know LeBron is a big-time athlete, but right there, uses pace and timing to get to where he wants.
Here's Williams. Here's Green. The kick out to Williams. Another shot. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
LeBron dishes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Green. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 1-point game.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
The Lakers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Here's McGee, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. The Clippers also making some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Green. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Paul George.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
Here's Davis. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Caruso. A beautiful reverse layup. Caruso's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
Love watching Rondo drop dimes out there. His court vision is just out of this world.
Pass to Harrell. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
And Harrell slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Davis. Can't connect from short range. And here is Shamet. Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand? And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Ivica Zubac. Harrell is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis drives in. And Zubac with the block. Harrell kicks to Jackson. Takes the 3. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers. And the pass to Caldwell Pope. The Clippers grab the miss. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pulls up from the corner. And it's Shamet missing.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system, or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from Howard.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Davis, the pass to Kuzma. Outside for Rondo. Lakers passing it around. Dishes to Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Jackson. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson.
First one falls for him. Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Rajon Rondo. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Montrezl Harrell. It's Kawhi Leonard in for Landry Shamet. The drive by James, and good that time. LeBron's got 19 points.
Willing to do whatever it takes to win. LeBron sacrificed his body on a nightly basis.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 5. Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Good vision. Good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot. Finds an open man.
Davis dishes to Caldwell Pope. The drive by Green.
And with the offense get...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
The playmaking of Reggie, a work in progress, but looking good right there.
And LeBron throws it down.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And it's Beverly missing. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Howard just too strong inside. You've got to foul and get your money's worth.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
It's Jackson with the drive, and the dunk by Jackson.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
They kick it out to Green. Caldwell Pope pass to Howard. Trying to get open, it's Davis. Off target at the rim. Clippers leading by 6. Morris outside. Outside Jackson. Back to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Here's Green. Here's Howard. And the rejection by Zubac. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Beverly finds Zubac. Back to Beverly. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 10.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Beverly dishes to Morris. Down low. Zubac in the post. Working on Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously, skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
Your go-to guy in these situations, LeBron has been here before plenty of times.
Leonard with no one around. Zubac off on that one. So the Clippers with the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
entire team jumps up like it's a party. But this
A stunning view of the move. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Seth Curry is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Doncic. Count that bucket.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
The drive by LeBron. And James throws it down.
He's not a guy who's going to sit back and settle for jumpers. He's going to get to the bucket every time he can.
Doncic feeling it out. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's James. Now the pass to Green. And here is Howard. Shoots over Marjanovic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Proving he can be crafty. Howard takes pride in fooling defenders and getting them to jump.
And the second free throw, good. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And here is Doncic. To the paint. The second effort. Second shot opportunity. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
LeBron shot is off.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Caldwell Pope finds Howard. And Howard with the stop.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Doncic outside. The Lakers with the rebound.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
James against Doncic. It's LeBron with the drive. Basket good.
And James shows no mercy on his drives to the rim. Vicious at penetrating inside.
Inside, Doncic. That shot is off. Great D that time from Davis. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And they double up Davis. Can't hit from 12. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Lets it fly from 18. Curry's shot is off. The Lakers trail. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Doncic. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. To the inside. Out to the wing. Dallas moving it around. Curry looking it over. Passes it to Marjanovic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artiste.
The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. The drive by Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. It's stolen. Curry against Green, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's just superb focus right there. I mean, I like how Davis takes the hit and just keeps working to get to the bucket.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for James. The Lakers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Right against Rondo. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Outside Rondo. Morris inside. Powell on him. Morris, no good.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lay.
Hardaway with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Kuzma. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5. The Mavericks leading. Fast break Dallas. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Dallas shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Back to Kleber. It's right on the wing. And the shot goes in. Wright's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
McGee, the pass to Rondo. He gets it in there.
Well, for a point guard, despite shaky range, Rondo has a pretty good field goal percentage for his career. A lot of that is shot selection. Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Caruso kicks to McGee. Back to Morris. That shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Up top right. Back to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA. Nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities when he times it up.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Wright. And then for the Lakers, Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's LeBron in for Rajon Rondo. Danny Green, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. Here's Barea. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. There's the dish to Cauley Stein. Back to Barea. Shot clock at 6. Powell finds Cauley Stein. Lakers trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
They kick it out to Green. Here's LeBron. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. James has got 8 points.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Here's Barea. The shot, no good. Good D by LeBron. And Barea has it in the corner. There's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Barea's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. Aware he must keep improving his passing.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Hardaway passes to Kleba. Back to Hardaway. Down low. Here's Cauley-Stein.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to LeBron. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Barea with it. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
To the paint, here's Davis. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Oh, embracing contact on the way up. I mean, Davis is terrific at keeping his composure on these challenging finishes.
And it goes down 2 points. Barea's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeBron's got 8 points here in this quarter.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Barea surveying the floor. Here's Cauley-Stein. In the corner, it's Kleba. Goes back up. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Powell. Back to Cauley-Stein. And the rejection by James.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
And so it's Dallas. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They had the upper hand in the second. And
happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by James.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
There's the pass to Howard. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that decision.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dallas. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That
is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. And trying to get it to go, even with the contact, but no good, and he'll try to pick up 2 at the free throw line coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Lakers trail by 10 inside. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Curry kicks to Cauley-Stein. Rebounded by McGee. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Feeds to McGee. Over Cauley-Stein. Passes to Caruso. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Kleber with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game. It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Pass to Kleber. 6 to shoot. Doncic against Rondo. And Doncic throws it down.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
And the Lakers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Wright in for Curry. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for Morris. LeBron comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Danny Green, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. To end the run, it's LeBron with the drive. And James throws it down.
You got to be in awe, James. An offensive juggernaut. It's caught fire here tonight.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
Second free throw, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, take it.
And here we go. Mavericks running again. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
And that one, good.
Oh, an underrated athlete, if you ask me. Green has the leaping ability to do damage inside.
Now, Doncic, 16 points for him. Here's Marjanovic. Porzingis kicks to right. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Here's James. Oh, that was something else.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Mavericks leading by 17. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Doncic has got 18 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And when the brow gets up, get out of the way, unless you want to be on the post.
Doncic outside. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. And Doncic throws it down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Here's LeBron. A putback. Davis on the follow.
Okay, look how competitive Davis gets for the board. He knows how valuable second shots are.
Dallas shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. And that one's good. Right.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And it's McGee penetrating. They shoot again. He lays it in. McGee's got his first 2 points.
But see, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Curry. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Caruso, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Hardaway against Morris. Hardaway kicks to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Howard, the second chance effort, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses, just a lethal concoction.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And Curry, here we go. And he makes, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And it's good for 2. Rondo's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Porzingis passes to Powell. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
It's good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Powell in the high post. Pass to Finney-Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Caldwell Pope. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Hardaway.
At times, Howard overwhelms you on the boards. You got to put a body on this guy when shots go up.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Dallas.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Justin Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Barea checked in for Curry, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Bradley. It's rebounded by Dallas.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
36 seconds left in the 4th. Back to Brunson. Over Morris. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Here's McGee. No good on the triple. That one falls for Brunson. He hits both from the stripe. Here is Cook. From deep. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that
isn't a block party, it's a dunk party. Moving on to the beach, it's holidays. Uses their active hands for the late game steal, and then kicks the ball for the game-winning assist. No penalty time here, folks. This match is over. Last but not least, we turn
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. Now here's Doncic over Beverley. And it's Doncic missing.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And the rejection by Zubats. Second chance shot. Powell, that's good.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Pass to George. And George with the stuff.
I just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Now here's Doncic. That one good for 2.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
All free throws good from Doncic. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Out to Morris. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Porzingis finds Hardaway. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Doncic has got 7 points in the game. Hardaway against George. And there it is for him.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
And Doncic throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Right wing. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by Leonard. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Landry Shamet comes in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Seth Curry in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. To be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Keeps it alive, and Leonard stays with it. 6 points for him.
Well, on nights where Kawhi Leonard piles up some points, he can make a big mark because of the offensive rebounding prowess.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Williams passes to Harrell. Curry with the steal. From deep three-point range, and Finney Smith gets it to go.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Back to Williams. Passes it to Harrell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shamet kicks to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Landry Shamet. Dallas also making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Curry. No points in the game yet for him. Williams with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Jackson. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley Stein. Love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Harrell finds Jackson. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brunson. Jackson misses. Up in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Williams is out there with Jackson. Then it's JaMychal Green. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And Harrell's in at center. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Pretty good mid-range player there. The touch from Lou Williams, especially on those kind of jumpers, that one's on the money.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Right, the pass to Kleber. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles leading by 7. Outside Williams. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got his second basket.
He's so good at driving to the rim. Even though he's a little bit older, Williams still with great speed, change of pace, and picks the right angle.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. It's tipped. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harrell's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Off the run.
Cauley Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
Williams kicks to Jackson. Williams finds Jackson. On the wing, Williams. To the right side. Kleber, the pass to Wright, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. A different look for the Clippers. Paul George is checked in for Leonard, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Dallas also making some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Seth Curry. Outside, George. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Wright kicks to Cauley Stein. And the layup is good. Cauley Stein's got 4 this quarter.
Well, a 7-footer that has a bit of moxie. Willie Cauley Stein loves to play rough down low.
George against Hardaway. Pulls from the top of the key. The shot missing. And it's Dallas the other way. To the middle. It's deflected. Right, the pass to Brunson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harrell trying to free himself up. And that one's good. George has got 6.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Brunson kicks to Powell. The pass to Cauley Stein. Clock at 4. Powell trying to free himself up. They get it again. For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes the first. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Morris comes in for Green. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And then for Dallas, Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Wright. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Powell with the steal. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Back to Beverly. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Beverly's got his first basket.
And Patrick Beverly could do that in close, finds a way to get that one up. And you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway finds Powell. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Shamet the pass to Beverly. Morris left side. It's blocked. Tries again. Misses off the left iron. And some.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after the story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, would you? And that does it for our.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Doncic has got 12. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Here's Hardaway.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over. He blocks shots. He's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 2-point game. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Lou Williams is checked in for the Clippers. The Mavericks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. For the tie. Another shot. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Here's Hardaway. He feeds it to Powell. Shoots over Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Harrell kicks to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 14. Yep, that one goes. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Williams passes to Shamet. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul. George is checked in for Williams. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Seth Curry comes in for Jalen Brunson. Cauley-Stein, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good timing on the glass. Cauley-Stein up there and flushing the miss back.
Here's George. Plays it up and banks it in. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Morris against Cleveland. Morris passes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, Harrell gets up there and he uses that long wingspan for the finish.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Cauley-Stein. Rebound by Harrell. And Los Angeles guys shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. They get it back. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Tries again. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry kicks to Finney-Smith. Down low, Doncic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Doncic has got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And it's Beverly missing. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. His production head. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Beverly and Shamet in the backcourt together. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Pass to Zubac. Powell with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic leading the charge. And Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Nobody near Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. He dishes it to Curry. And another basket for Dallas.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Powell kicks to Curry. Outside, Porzingis. Doncic against Beverly. Up again, and Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And that one drops for him.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
Out to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And here's Doncic from the arc. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Shamet with it. Curry meets him. And it's Shamet missing. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Beverly against Doncic. The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this is who he has become. Leonard with the great body control takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Morris comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic feeling it out. Charity stripe shot. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Powell kicks to Hardaway. Doncic outside. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Porzingis against Morris. Just 5 to shoot. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Well, Porzingis plays with a high motor. We've seen in the early part of his career have very good starts to seasons and then struggling maybe in the second half of the year. We'd like to see that stamina all year long, at least for a full season.
Hardaway against George. Over Hardaway. And that one hits back iron. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And so it's Dallas winning.